I'm just messing around with my computer, trying to figure out what's what. I've never done this before. Yeah, trying to figure this out. All the tools of how to navigate this. And I don't know if people jump on here or how it works. I'm just talking to myself. That's about it. I don't know if I can make this bigger or what. But I have a daughter overseas, South Korea, and I'm trying to. It's not communistic like North Korea, but I'm trying to figure out every method I can, see what I'm capable of doing and what the capabilities of this are. But I'm talking to myself. Maybe I'll get one person by accident. That's about it. Maybe I'll get a. It says live one watching, and that's me. That's me. I don't know if people join in where I could see them or they comment or what. I'm not really sure. But if you're out there and you're watching, eavesdropping, whatever you want to call it, or just interested, I hope I have something interesting to say. But I'm just trying to navigate my way through this. I'm in Western New York. If you're able to see my timeline, you probably saw it or whatnot. But I really don't know if there's interactive talk as far as people that are watching. Can you interact with them somehow, live, or do their video show up also? But I'm just winging it as I go, and I'll learn as I go. That's all there is to it, you know. So I hope everybody's doing good on this Sunday. And it's a little rainy here in Western New York. And doesn't mean you can't do things and still enjoy things. Because all you hear, hey, I see, hey, Mary. See, I got my first view. Mary, a nice friend. Good morning. I could type this in right over here. I could type this in. Mary, beautiful lady from a beautiful family. And I'm gonna run these chats, and before long, I'm gonna have thousands of people. You gotta think big. Why not do it? Maybe we could share interesting stories, some insight on anything, blah, blah, blah stuff, or enticing, enlightening things. What do you know? What do you know? Life is life. That's life. Yeah, you see my background stage consists of a wall and a pillow. Yeah, that's my stage. And I shouldn't be smoking on here because that's silly, but I've been good about that. You know, you see these YouTubers, they do reaction videos and they whatever interesting stuff they post. They're a YouTube personality. But I find it strange what I'm doing right now. I mean, I find it strange. It's new to me. But you're sitting there by yourself and you're talking. I'm from a different generation, I guess, where people talk face to face. Or you pick up the phone and you actually make a phone call. People text. I was in college as an adult in my 40s. And there are literally friends sitting across from each other at the table, texting each other. I'm like, talk. And then you wonder why there's such a gap in relationships and uh, whatever the fallout is from that, you know. So it's like people talk face to face, communicate on a friendship level, in a relationship level, communicate. It's free. Communicate. People are afraid you might say something wrong. You know, I freelanced and did couples therapy, and I had clients, couples, and I could write another book on that alone. You know, you don't want to. People don't want to speak their mind, speak their piece. They go to bed at night. One turns to one turns to the other, and this goes on for years. Couples, it happens. You know, communication. And I could chirp all day long. Blah, blah. I could chirp to you like a bird, folks. All three of my folks out there, God bless you all. But this is a nice vehicle because what I want to aim to do is get to some friends. If somehow they could interact with another camera. I mean, I don't know if it's just one-way communication here, whatever this is called, live stream. This is live stream. I wonder if they it's both ways, a two-way stream that people could see. So, yeah, at least I know I'm capable of doing this through this Facebook. Years ago, I used to say Facebook was the end of the world. I won't get on Facebook, this and that, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I just had a different perspective on it, you know. uh, I just had a prompt that said you can join Jimmy Kimmel Live. I don't know what that means. Kimmel is live doing what? I don't know. I don't know if when this video is done, if this gets posted on my timeline. To say that Crazy Joe Monty did and you know what else happened to me? I got identity thefted, and some people that I had friended were like imposters that like try to infiltrate. I'm not a good technology man, but so they try to infiltrate passwords or certain things through the Facebook account. And sometimes I wonder. Well, like I had a couple close friends that were on uh the messenger thing, and I asked them personal questions like from childhood, and they were like, you know, they were just imposters. They could go in and they could go in and look like somebody else or whatever, you know. They got nothing better to do than try to fraud and get over on somebody. That's about it. But I'm glad I know how to. I'm glad I entered this. Mary says, I think I hear someone knocking at your door. I think it's. I don't know. Well, I don't know who that would be. I wonder if that's really Mary at this point in time. But I'm just on here. For the people that know me, you're probably wondering what's that Joe doing. This is my test run of live video. And I don't know if it's interactive. It's text and interactive, for that matter. But I wonder if it's video interactive, where I could see somebody we could talk face to face here and talk like that. But what am I supposed to talk about? I don't know. Figure out different subject matters, some that are relevant, some that are irrelevant. Like the old saying goes, it is what it is. This YouTube and Facebook is such a it's a rodeo from A to Z. And I really don't. I mean, there's people that are just money motivated. Money, money, money. Let me build up views. Like YouTube, they get views, they get monetized, they get this and that. Everybody wants to be a star. You want to be a YouTube star. You want to be a Facebook star with, who the hell's got 2,500 friends? Friends, in this virtual world. Friends. Yeah, I'm on Facebook, Bill. Yeah, I got 3,422 friends. Yeah. Yeah. If you ran out of gas and asked them for $5, you'd see who your friends were. They're God bless them. That's their thing. That's their thing. You know. But I'd like to, me personally, I would, I'd rather have something. I mean, well, there's a million topics out there. There's a million topics. People want to elaborate on certain topics, throw it around a little. That's fine. Argue, debate, if it's healthy. Not when you start MFing each other, because I'm always right and you're always wrong. If you don't listen to my view, then there's something wrong with you, because I'm the smartest human being on the planet. Blah, 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 blah. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people out there like that. They don't want to have healthy discussion. Me and my best friends, when we were little, we used to argue it, but we still did it. We argued about sports. We argued about anything we could argue about. But at the end of the day, we're still buddies. These little piss pots running around, this different, I don't, forgive me, but, I don't know what's happening with these seems like there's a whole pop driveways, or try to mow some lawn somewhere. who are listening, I don't even know if I'm talking to myself because this is my first time out here. But if there's one person out there, your hands up and give me, you know, there's people hustling, working hard. But I don't know. There seems to be a generation gap where, you know, yeah, life gets hard and people need help, but, you know, that's that. I made a lot of mistakes. I made a lot of mistakes. Boom, I'm guilty as charged. But at least I can see that I'm guilty as charged. At least I know it. I know it. I know that I know. I know that I don't know. I don't know that I know. And I don't know that I don't know. You want to make yourself crazy? Okay. So we got to do something enlightening today. If there's people watching, you know, I don't know why that it seems like it's easier to be aggravated. It's easier to go, look at that MF. What the hell's wrong with that mother? You know, it seems like that's easy. Boom, boom, boom. That's just a quick reaction. Look at that. Bah, bah, bah. But how come it's not easier to be like, you know, maybe that poor bastard's struggling with something. Maybe something happened in that person's personal life. But here I am casting judgment because that doesn't match the way I think, or that doesn't match the way whatever. But I'm just rambling on here. I don't even know what I'm getting back to. You know, I don't even know what I'm getting back. I'm just a chirper. Joe Monty's chirping to whoever's out there. If you're out there, God bless you. Do something good. It feels good. I think it's actually proven science that when you do something good and you have this feeling in you, a lot of people don't have a lot. But it seems like the people that really don't have the most give a bigger portion away to charity or help more, you know, proportionally to their budget. Like, a guy could have $10 to his name and maybe give $2 to somebody on the street. But then there's these other guys that go, oh, look at that guy, bum, bum, don't give him shit. Because the guy made some bad choices in his life. Well, when they had that big economic bust and all this and that 25 and 30 years ago, the shoe was on the other foot. All those MFs that were casting judgment on people that ran into problems, here, it came right back to them. Boom, boom, here, go ahead. How's it feel? Try that on and see if it fits. So, you know, you got to guard your words. You got to guard your judgments like they're precious jewels. Because words are powerful. And they got to be guarded. Think twice. I had a brain injury, and that's another story. And I lost some of my filter. Of your filter is, you know, think before you talk. Think before you talk. And I just hair trigger what's on my mind. Boom. Honey, does this dress look, how's this dress look on me, honey? Honey, me, holy cow, you got your guts sticking out. What? Oh, God, I'm sorry. I lost my filter. I gotta think. Be legitimate. Don't blow too much smoke, but think. You know, think a little bit. You know. Am I going? Yeah, you're great. You gotta dye your hair again, honey. You gotta dye your hair again. I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh, geez. No, your hair looks fine. God intended it. That's you. The hair don't make you. You make the hair. We've gone petty. We're gone so petty. That hair don't make you. You make that hair. You could have a rainbow, black, purple, anything you want up there. You make the hair. You make it. You want to get a mohawk when you're 70? Get it. You don't have to be a robot and just conform to the norms and mores of society because that's what I'm supposed to look like at 50 or 60 or 70. I might get purple, yellow, and blue hair. But my daughter's 33. She says, Daddy, what's going on here? Oh, well, you're having a midlife crisis, Dad. Why? Oh, because I want to draw attention or whatever. So, to each his own. To each his own. But like I said before, if I want anything to be gained from me posting this first video or whatever, and this is a turbulent time in society and everybody's pointing the finger, and if you're this political affiliation and you're this, you're no good because you like this guy. Listen, let the politics rest for a while. Do the things that you enjoy in your life. They don't make your day happy or sad. There's some certain things we should pay attention to. But don't get so caught up, with of course the news media is this and that, but don't get so caught up in all of that. It'll put an ulcer in your gut and it'll stress your day out. For what? So these scumbags or wherever they are, these false faces, can give you a bad day. I mean, come on. Come on. Watch a cartoon instead. Watch Bugs Bunny or something. Watching these guys, these whatever. Well, this network is good, this network is bad, this and that. Yeah, whatever they are, they are. But yeah, we have to be alert about what's going on in our country and all this and that. But if you're gonna really watch with open eyes and an open view of not already having your mind made up before you view this stuff, because it's dangerous where media controlled things are trying to really infiltrate your mind, your thinking, your schema, everything under the sun. So just be careful, folks. Instead of watching a lot of that gibberish, you watch it for a few minutes, see what's going on, a preview. And if you want to if you got an hour you can waste on that garbage, spend 10 minutes, get a view of it. And then maybe if you got a family member, call them up. You got a brother that moved away to Tupelo, Mississippi? Call him up. Hey, how you doing? But how's everything going? Get back into life. Get out of your phone. Get out of the TV. Get out of it for a little period of time. What are people, just electronic robots? And follow what the media and all that is saying? What's trending now? Well, I better be part of the trenders. Yeah, okay. I better be whatever I'm supposed to be on April whatever 2021. Be yourself. That's all that you can do. That's all. Like the late great Chris Cornell from Soundgarden and Audio Slave. It's a beautiful song. It's called Be Yourself. And why do people do these things? From a psychological standpoint, it's because of the number one thing, fear. Fear. What would people think if I'm wearing these Walmart bricks on my feet and I don't have the new Nike that's out there for $200? What will somebody look? Oh, look at Joe's got them. My sneakers, I got $9 Walmart specials. You think I care about somebody's analyzing me by my shoes and judgmenting by my shoes? Do I even want that person in my mix? Do I even want that person? Of what about this? What if this happens? What about this? What about this? What about this? And days, weeks, months, and years and decades are going by, and what have you accomplished? But an ulcer in your stomach. There's realistic fears and unrealistic fears. Smarten up. I mean, come on, folks. Because the media and advertising and corporations use fear as what? To spend. Spend. Be careful, Billy, Sally, Timmy, and Johnny. Oh, this could happen, that could happen, this could happen. Oh, but if you do this, you might not have to worry about it. Here. So you got to make a purchase in some fashion. It'll trigger you to make a purchase. Fear. You know, you could fear. I cross the street. That's a fear. A realistic fear. I better look both ways or I'm going to get smashed over here. But there's so much unrealistic fears that are created that makes you have to do something. And with advertising and media and all this and that, it means spend, spend, spend. There's kids with, you know, our society is so shallow that we're being judged by certain, it's nice to look good and this and that, but there's kids whose mothers, single mothers, are being pressured. They might be on a limited budget for whatever reason. They might be public assistants or they have a job or they're trying to do this and that. And their 9-year-old comes home and says, Ma, Tommy's got some Air Jordan 95s or whatever they are. I don't even know what they are. And, I'm still wearing these bricks over here. And, the kids are making fun of me. And, can you go put in a couple extra shifts so I can put these on my feet and so I could be conform? Yeah, it's tough peer pressure on kids. But what about a parent trying to do this? Everything's backwards. Everything's backwards. My mom raised 5 kids all by herself. We didn't have a lot of money. But you know what? We grew to be confident. She taught us to be confident and love yourself. Because if you love yourself, that's a beam. That's a beam. Love yourself. You can't make other people like you. It's a reverse move. Well, now they like me because I did this. I bought some sneakers. I bought them a steak dinner, and now they like me. That's a fallacy. That's not real. Real love and companionship is if there's the people standing there and they're trying to pick on the other kid, and there's 3 against 1, but the other 2 walk away from the bulliers, and the other kid comes over and says, "It's all right, come on, that's true, But everything else is based in fear. People running around, trying to conform, or like the great Rush song of some lyrics, "Conform or be cast out." I gotta be like them. I gotta do this, I gotta do that. I gotta mortgage a car payment. These people got car payments, they're like mortgages. I don't even know. I got a 2009 with 150,000 miles on it. That's me. That's me. So I'm going to be a different person if I got a 2021 Lexus, blah, 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 blah. Now I'm a different guy. Ooh, look at this. Let me pull up. Hey, how do you like my new car? Yeah, that's just made me a better person. Or, I got some bling over here. Bling, bling, bling. Look at this. Yeah, hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. What? Because I got low self-esteem? Because I don't have it here in my heart for having confidence and self-esteem because I was nurtured in the right way and I'm happy with myself. But no, people got to run around. God forbid, and God forgive me, because for certain reasons they're led that way. But I don't care how much bling you got, how fancy your car is. You step out of that car, you might be an ass. Like, really? I'm not impressed. And the guy's going down the street with the big truck. Boom, 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 boom. Really, dude? What do you think? That's impressive I don't know. I don't have nothing against country people or anything. I love the country. I'm out near the country right now. I love Mother Nature. But it seems like these country folk or these country guys, they're running around. Brrr, they pull up near a girl. Brrr, oh, your muffler's up. What's that impressive to women? That's impressive? I don't know. They rednecks. I don't want to step on nobody's toes and start using terms like that, but I don't have a filter at times, you know. And they pull up. Yeah, I got the dual muffler max over here, Bill. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 1,000 a piece. Yeah, I got. Yeah, you want to hear it? To each his own. That might turn a lot of people, you know. You know. If you're street racing, go street race somewhere and do that, you know. But when you got a granny, a granny at the light, and now you're blowing off you know, they race off the light. They pull up to the red light and they pull up in their, you know, grandma in the right lane, and now they're revving it, and this poor lady, she thinks there's dropping a bomb on Hiroshima, and all of a sudden, and then they're beating, you know, yeah. You won off the line. Go ahead and race to the next red light, okay? You won. You won. You beat her to the next red light because there's a million lights down Main Street. Yeah, go ahead, guy. So that's impressive. Yeah, that's very impressive. You know. But what's more impressive is the kid that's 19 on a bike riding 6 miles to go do some labor somewhere and trying to make it. That's more impressive. I think media has made people lose sight. What's real and what's important. What's important. You know, you get confused, you get distracted, and trying to keep up and everything, and it's like, for what? Maybe I've been neglecting some things that were more important. Maybe I should go check up on them. Maybe I should do this. You want to be a You're too distracted by meaningless BS, and there could be somebody, a friend or a family, or a stranger even, that might need some assistance. Don't be tight asses, folks. We live, we die. We got a timeline. That's it. We don't live forever. You live in life, folks, like you live forever. And I'll do this when I get around to it, and I'll do this when I get around it. And then you want to know if there's a key to the pearly gates. How do I get a ticket to heaven? How? Well, gee, you know, you think that there's all these philosophical questions. Some are legitimate questions. But in the meantime, what are we doing? What are we doing? You know, nobody ever steps back you know, in retrospect to say, you know, let me think about what I've been doing here. Let me assess whatever period of time prior to this moment right now. What did I do last month? What did I do this or that? Or you just keep going, rolling through life, and you know, sometimes you got to look. The frog on the lily pad, he's got to look at the lily pad behind him sometimes to see where he just jumped from. And then, of course, he's got to look at the lily pad in front of him to see where he's going to land. But if you don't ever stop to view and think and meditate on some of these things and come up with more positive, constructive ideas, you're going to be a frog just jumping from lily pad to lily pad, willy-nilly, just wherever you land. But what happens when you miss the lily pad and you end up in the water? Now you got to swim. You better hope you make it to shore, which a frog will, duh. But us humans, we miss that lily pad. A lot of repercussions. Repercussions. Blah, blah, blah. But I just hope things could be enlightening to folks. Live a better life. You know, love and compassion is free. I'm not going to preach a sermon or anything. But, you know, I had some people saying, Joe, go on there and do this, whatever this is, live streaming. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, live streaming, Facebook, you know. I'm talking to myself in my bedroom on a bed with a pillow background. If you would have told me I'd have been doing this 30 years ago, I'd have been like, you're nuts. You're nuts. But I'm older now. It's like, what the hell? I've done a lot more crazier, stupid things that landed me face down in the mud without a pulse. So, I guess this is all right. And maybe this might be therapeutic to me, where I can let me chirp it all out. Blah, 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 blah. Let me chirp it out. Maybe the rest of the day, I might have a better calm about me. I got it all out. I bottled these things up in me. And I got an ear. Anybody got an ear? Give me your ear, I'll chirp. Chirp, 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 chirp. Everybody wants to be heard. We all need somebody to hear us, folks. I just want to be heard. Hello, folks. People just... Can people be the ones talking and then be the ones listening? You know? It takes a lot for a person to want to listen to somebody. You know, truly, listen. You know, I ain't listening to this guy over here. Who's this guy over here? Blah, 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 blah. I ain't listening to this clown. That would be the response. But what is it for a potential listener to actually zoom in? What's this guy got to say? I don't know. He looks like some clown over here. Blah, blah, blah. Is there something somebody could say that you will go, maybe that does make sense in a way. Or he's no good, he's stupid. He don't make no sense. But you know what? What we might accomplish is whatever side of the spectrum you're on, it does promote listening. So that's a start. When you turn it off, you got nothing. All you got is this. Blah, 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 talking. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, blah, 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 blah. When's this turn on? When's that? You listen. Active listening. I weren't there courses in college when a million years ago. It was active listening. Active listening. That's where everything comes. Before it comes out of here, it comes through here. All your knowledge, all your perceptions. Most of your perceptions are visual and hearing. And then this is the result. This is the third tool. This is the first tool for a lot of people. Look at that shit. Look at that. Look at that mother. This is first. No. Should be third. You see, you analyze, you listen, boom. And then if you comment. Sometimes silence says more words than a thesis. Silence. Silence. Because in silence, there's meditation. And there's thought-provoking things. So, I just looked at my minutes meter. I've been chirping away here for I don't even know who's watching. There might not be anybody. I don't even know where to look to see if there's anybody watching. But I've been chirping on here for 38 minutes. And there's this technical stuff under here that says audio, K-bits, this technology stuff. All this, I don't know what it means. But I'm from the era when we used to send smoke signals. Once upon a time, folks. Yeah. We used to send smoke signals like Morse code. And then you'd have to read them on the horizon. I better stop that shit because people will say this guy's bent. But it was hammer and chisel communication. So I don't even know where I'm at here. But if there's anybody listening, I mean, I don't know how I'm being viewed from your end. If there's one person out there, I don't know how I'm being perceived. Like, this guy's nuts. Is this guy nuts? Or what? You know what? That's part of the fear. How do I look? Is this to see? Now we're getting back to fear. Will they agree with what I'm saying? Now that's part of fear. I love you folks, but I don't care if you're going to critique me or judgment. If it's constructive, yeah. Hey, Joe, get rid of that pillow and whatever. Sit up in a chair for a proper background. It ain't going to change my message, though. So, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. But be yourself, love yourself. Don't try to be too critical about things. Things that are important or you perceived as important, address them. But I was given a second chance on life. And I was a rough customer and I ran hard in my 20s. I don't know if anybody's on here, but I'll say it. And I'm book smart, street smart, whatever. People say that I'm book smart and I'm street smart. Yeah, I got 8 degrees and I got a degree in the streets of being an asshole. Yeah, I can rock and roll in the streets. Yeah, oh, big deal. Big deal. Big deal. Yeah, look at, I got a Medal of Honor. Yeah, I wrote a book, I'm book smart and street smart. Big deal. Big deal. When you went to the convenience store this morning and you had $600 in your pocket and there was a hobo out there and you turned them away for a quarter or $1. Yeah, okay, folks. Yeah, all right. What's that get you? That's the riches. That's the riches. Oh, well, he's a hobo. He's a street guy. So, there's a reason, judge them and all this shit. They're just lazy. This and that. Whatever the reason is. Some fall tragically. Some fall for whatever reasons. People become that way for many reasons. We're not God to judge. But if you got a pocket full of cash, throw it to him and put a smile on the guy's face. Not all this, oh honey, oh no, no, no. Then they get in the car and they MF him all the way home. Oh, did you see that hobo? So they put somebody down so they get elevated higher because, you know what, look at that person. I don't want to say scum or all this and that because I don't want to do it injustice. But, let me put them down, so I make myself up here. Because I'm insecure with myself, so I got to draw attention and say, I want to put somebody or something lower than me. So I look higher, which I'm not higher. We're all humans. We're all here. We're all human beings. Don't fool yourself that you're better than anybody else and you're not, and you're better. Nobody's better than anybody else. We try to do better things as far as our fellow man and this and that. And some people are able to do that, but some people aren't. But then there's some people that can do that and have the means to it, and they don't. And that's their choice. But don't have a diatribe about it when they go around to their friends, because you have them circles when these people get together and all they do is MF the people that they think are lower than them. But I've known hobos and millionaires, okay, folks? I have 4 or 5. I have no money. I'm the happiest guy on the planet. I rock and roll. I laugh. Laughter is free, and but I got these millionaire friends. I'd meet up with them, this and that. Howard, yeah, blah blah blah. Dude, you're always complaining about something. And when I was rocking and rolling, using drugs and everything in the streets in the city, and I had homeless friends that were doing things and this and that. These guys had compassion and heart. If they had $3, they'll give you $1 for a bag of chips if you were hungry and you didn't eat because you were a using drug addict. That's heart and compassion. Not a millionaire judging somebody going, oh, look, that no good lazy bastard, blah, 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 casting judgment. And then that makes them feel like they got some pep in their step. I'm a bad man, Lajama. I'm bad. Yeah, honey. That hobo was on the corner when I came home. He had his hand out. I motherfucked him, and I took off. I spun my tires, and I got away. Oh, wow, honey. Yeah, I don't like that guy. Why don't the cops come and take him away? Oh, really? Really? Okay. I'm just rambling on, folks. I'm just rambling on. Do I like hearing myself talk? Wow, I might be going nuts here, but I want to try to do something. My thing. I don't even know who's listening, but I know I've been tripping for 45 minutes. This is a pretty cool platform. This YouTube or this Facebook live streaming. They must be doing a lot of this. Where now what? Where's this go? Does this get recorded and go on on my timeline? See, I thought I would just be reacting face to face with somebody, and then when it's over with, it's signed, sealed, and it's gone. But this gonna go on my timeline is where everything is like that I say on Facebook. It's a posted video on my timeline. So I'm not really sure because I'm not with the technical stuff, and I'm not savvy in that. Once upon a time I was, but I think it might be I used to think Facebook was the end of the world or the beginning of the end of the world because it really it really was no good for, real communication. Why do you got to go to your mom's Facebook page to say happy birthday? Or your brother? Why can't you call them? You text compassionate things and meaningful things to express love and compassion and friendship. Pick up the phone. Why you got to do this? I'm just old school. Anybody old school out there? I'm old school. It's just because technology grows and becomes a certain way, it doesn't mean it's better. It does not mean it's better. Just because I'm able to do this, and I don't really know who I'm even talking to out there. But I stumbled upon it, and somebody said a friend of mine was doing it or something, and I seen that it said something active, and I was talking to him face to face, and I seen his picture on the screen. That's how in the dark ages I am on this kind of stuff. So I was like, you know what? I'll put a shirt on and some gym shorts with a pillow and a wall. And what's this, my stage? But I was trying to cover a lot of different subject matters, and I was carrying on, and I was running on and going on about this and that, and just getting things off my chest or just expressed in certain ways. But it's kind of therapeutic, folks. I mean, I don't know if anybody got anything out of what I said. I would hope somebody latched on a couple of positive things, but I feel a little more relaxed that I got a lot of this stuff, different subject matters that I hope are important, and maybe something could resonate inside your mind, your spirit, your body, your soul, things that might resonate. It's so easy to judge and hate. I mean, are we just wired that as human beings? Like, just so easy to look at this mother. Look at that. See the finger? Wait a minute. You see? Where is it? Let me see. I can't even put my finger on this screen. Where's my damn... My mind is really sharp, folks. You gotta forgive me. Okay. See? There's my finger. See, we always like to point the finger. Point. Look. Look, Billy. Look, Sally. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Let's judge. Let's talk shit. Let's mother F. Look over there. Who are we pointing the finger at, folks? Today, who are you going to point the finger at and judge and talk shit about? Who are we going to talk shit about today? Anybody got any suggestions? I see there's comments over here. I got one, says good morning. I put good morning there. That's it. I'm talking to myself. But if this is going to be posted and like stored on my timeline, and I don't know, then people are able to go back and look afterwards and say, oh, look, that Joe did a freaking video. Oh, I might be interested in watching it. Well, then here it is. But who are you going to point the finger at? You. You're no good. You're this. You're that. Yeah, look at you. You're no good. So I'm better. That makes me feel better. Hey, look, folks, they're no good. He's no good. Are we better? That makes us better because we're talking shit. Look, 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 look. We judge them, cast them out. Let's point that finger at them, folks. They're no good because they don't look a certain way, or because they don't have a certain something, or they're this, and we're that. They're no good, folks. So what's that? Make us good. You know, let's get out of this negativity. Let's start a revolution of thinking. And we're all gonna die someday. What are you gonna put in that timeline of your life? What are you gonna put in there? Somebody had to look back. What would you rather them say? Yeah, you know, rest in peace. Yeah, that John Smith. You know what? We used to talk a lot of shit and put a lot of MFs down and all this and that. But you know what? He always had something good to say. You know, don't be so critical about them, Joe, or this and that. You know, they're trying. So I'd rather be viewed at like, you know what? We're all trying to get our way through this world. There's enough distractions to get us off-centered, off-keel, hypnotize our brains, media, you know. But how would you like to be remembered? Tomorrow's not guaranteed. Oh, well, we live to 72 estimated lifespan. Not everybody does. There's 18-year-olds that'll die today and tomorrow, and there's 72-year-olds that are going to live to 100. So, time's not guaranteed, but how are we going to be remembered? Is there a legacy? Is there something where somebody says, yeah, you know what? That person would really try to be a good person. Didn't talk shit. Didn't try to cause trouble. That person was actually reserved and loving and not so quick to point the finger. You no good, rotten. You're no good because of this and that and that. Yeah, there's evil people that perpetrate evil things to that extent, yeah. But there's just regular people running around in the world and doing their daily things that people are, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. Why? Because of fear, once again. Fear. I'm insecure. I have low self-esteem. Don't look at me, folks. Look at them. Because they're no good. Don't look at me. I got low self-esteem. I'm insecure because of what I don't have. I didn't achieve the American dream. I didn't do that. So, oh my gosh, people are going to say, he's a loser. He's this, he's in that. Low self-esteem. So I got to draw the attention off of me. Get that spotlight off of me. Get that spotlight off of me. Look over there. Let's put them down so we can rise up. If I could put them down over there, that might elevate me. So we could talk some shit. Look at those no good rotten MFs. Yeah, look at that. Look at what he's wearing. Look what he's driving. Look what he's wearing. Look at his fat girlfriend. Look at his ugly this. Look at that. For what? For what? Judgment, talking shit. For what? So I could be up here? I'm a big guy. I'm a big guy. Do people like me now? Will you like me now? Oh, please. Please. Can I have your acceptance? I'm so broken inside. I need your acceptance. Oh, gosh. Somebody, you know. But now don't get me wrong. There's cases when children are nurtured and they don't get that nurture support. And yeah, they grow up slanted and have some certain deficits. But I'm saying in general, okay? I'm saying in general for the, I don't even know if I got viewers on here anyways, but if there's the one person that's watching me that wants to contradict it, well, that's all I'm saying, you know. There's one person that's watching that wants to say, oh, you know, don't be silly, whoever your name is, you know. That's all I'm saying. But think twice. Today's Sunday. Today's a day to catch your breath. You know, probably reflect about things about the week. What happened last week? You know, I never stop and think about it. Maybe I should. Maybe I did something a little slanted that I better try to correct. Maybe I didn't. Maybe there's something I can do better. Maybe there's some. I never go to church. I owe God, and it bothers me. I don't go to church. Well, let me say a prayer. Well, I got a cross on the wall. What? I don't know. Am I mailing it in? You know, I got brought back to life by God's grace. The angels come. If anybody's out there that knows, the angels come and save me. I'm dead on the floor for an hour. I come back to life because these angels came and they resurrected me. And yeah, I wrote a book in tribute to that with a memoir, but that ain't enough. Here's my book. I gave my book away for no monetary gain. And that's it, God. Here's my book. I did what. Thanks for saving me. But I'm already paid in, God. I already paid, God. That's enough energy from me. But I don't know if people, I was brung up in the church. We went to church school. I don't even know if they still have that today. Every Monday or whatever it was, a certain time from your public school or whatever, you'd walk down the street to your church school, and then we'd get religious education. So, well, folks, if there's anybody out there, I don't even know. If there's one person watching, thank you, bro, or woman. Thank you. Thank you. And today, have a good day. Enjoy. It's free. It's free. Maybe there's some negative things you might have to address, but do some positive shit. We're alive. We're alive. We got a shot. We're alive. We got a chance. We're alive. When you take that dirt nap, that's it. That's it. What's your legacy? That guy was miserable for 40 years. Here, F him. Rot in the ground. Nah. Enjoy. It's raining outside. Big deal. Oh, I'm supposed to be. Yeah, hey, Bill. Yeah, it's raining. Oh, geez. Boo-hoo, boo-hoo. It's nature. Nature. It's raining. What is that? Such a tragedy? It's raining. Yeah, I love the sun and everything. But I hear it gently hitting the pavement. It's actually a symphony. I hear the cars going by, and I hear the rain hitting that. What's wrong with that? You can still enjoy your day. Everything, the weather. Yeah. Man, it's gonna be rainy for 3 days. Woo! Big deal. I don't know. I can't swear in here. I don't want to get barred. I don't have a filter, but it's free. It's raining out. Listen to the patter of it on the pavement. It might sound like Beethoven. If not, it's just noise to you then. And it just represents a wet day that you can't get out and do the yard. God forbid. God forbid. God forbid. But it sounds good. I'm out here halfway in the country. There's a train blowing its horn in the past. In the background. There's a train going down the tracks. I love the sound of it. It's going boom. It's nice. I got the rain hitting the pavement over here. That's beautiful. That's enjoyable. It's simple. It's simple. Stop and see the simple things. Stop. Oh, put the brakes on. It's nice. It's nice. I mean, I don't have to be doing something that I think is so, whatever, but that's good enough for me. You know what? There's a lot of people that aren't here that can't even enjoy that. And they'd say, bring me back to life, and I'll enjoy that all day long. I'll come back and try to enjoy these things. Simple things. The best things are free. best things are free. The birds are chirping. The sun's coming up on the horizon. It's free. Stop and look. Anybody stop, look. Hey, wow, look at that. The rainbow. Do this. Stop and look, folks. It's free. What they're selling you in media and everything, a lot of it's just illusion. It's an illusion. It ain't real shit. It ain't real. Mother Nature and that beauty is real. It'll make you feel better in here than a $200 pair of shoes or whatever all this high price stuff costs. There's no shame in my game. I'll go to Goodwill. I used to wear $1,000 suits back in the day when I was doing crazy things. Read the book. If there's something I don't want to explain to my one viewer out there, I'll just say, hey, go on Amazon and read my book. I need that $6.43, okay? Go read the book. But I used to rock and roll, sit in the back of the limo, go make some moves, boom, boom. I'm the shit. Look at me. I'm a movie star. Yeah. Yeah. And hope I got noticed. And hope I got noticed. Yeah. Big deal. Big deal. I'm happier now going into Army vet store. Yes. Hey, you know what? They got nice things in there. And they're not dirty. They're not dirty. People donate brand new things to these places. They donate brand new things. But guess what? I don't want to be seen walking in that store. I get out of a Lexus. I don't have a Lexus, but somebody in general. And then I got to walk in one of the... What if my neighbor sees me walking in there and they're talking about it at their dinner table? Yeah, I just seen Mrs. Johnson walking into the, you know. Go in there, support these places. Support them. They donate. The Salvation Army. They got good things in there. Don't be afraid to go in these places. They got good shit. They got good stuff in there. It's for a good cause. Not these corporate conglomerates that are paying their CEOs $3 million a year, and you're in there, you know, like robots walking around, you know, programmed to just hypnotize and consumer and consuming on just garbage consumption. Take a peek at these places. You'd be surprised what you find in there. You know. So there's no shame in my game. You know. And it feels good to try to support these places that try to do good for society. You know. I remember I used to go to the Salvation Army when I was little, and they had ceramics class. And I made a dog. I know I'm going on and on here. I don't even know if I got a viewer, but this is gonna get posted somewhere, and this is gonna be Joe Monty rambling on. My first one ever, folks, or folk, or nobody who's out there right now. But it is therapeutic. It is therapeutic where you just talk about what's on your mind. You know. Maybe you have a smorgasbord and it's like, well, I like this and I don't like that. I liked what he said here, but I didn't like that. You know, I like cream corn. He likes corn off the cob. Well, all right. God bless you. That's fine. We're all different. We're all different, but we should be alike when it comes to love and companion and compassionship. Compassionship. I know I'm rambling on now. I know I'm rambling. But I don't care. I don't care. And I'm afraid to think about, you know, I'm aware that I'm rambling, but I don't care if you say, look at that Joe Monty, he's a fool. I don't care. I don't care. I would want you to be more open and, yeah, we want to be accepted. But I'm not going to shed a tear if I'm not accepted, okay? You know, save that for whoever wants to buy into that. Not me. Not me. Be the king and queen of your worlds. and you'll be perceived as that. You'll draw positivity to you. You will draw. You open a portal. See, when you create all this negative stuff and all this and all that, you shut down the cosmos. You shut down that energy, that connectivity. You shut it down. Leave it open. Your confidence and your love and everything will attract the world to things that are like things will attract two different things, you know, in science or this or that, or one positive, one negative. But you know, there could be a hobo that's confident, and there could be a CEO that's unconfident, and you'd want to be confident like the hobo. So it doesn't matter how it's packaged. Be confident. Love yourself. Love yourself. You know, don't be hard on yourself. People aren't perfect. Well, I did this, I did that, I did this and that. Well, that means so now that means I'm a no good person. No, I'm no good. Well, I did, you know, you're not out there smashing people or hurting people. You do a couple things you feel bad about. As long as you're trying, if it's in lieu of trying to do good things, don't beat yourself up. Don't beat yourself up. People have turned into little bitches. Be strong, be confident. Be the king, be the queen of your world. Share enlightening things. Share positivity. You know, that you'll draw and attract all that back to you. And I'm going to tell you folks something. My one person I got out there, wherever, whatever, or if this is posted later and somebody sees it later, you know, when you put that good stuff out into the ether or out into the universe, out into wherever that could be heard or seen, and you draw that will, in some they call it karma or this and that. Karma's too much of an easy word. Forget about karma. Karma, whatever. It's way past karma, okay? You put that stuff out there, and there's I can't think of the word, but you put this stuff out there, and it's in time and space. It's in time and space. I'm not going to get scientific or anything, but it's out there. So these words right now I'm saying are going to go out and be dispersed through video, through the words that are going out in the air, visually, audibly, but I sent something that's fleeting through the ether, and what's connected to that vibration is a negative or positive vibration that goes out. So another positive vibration will jump on. All aboard, jump onto this positive vibe. But when you put that negative vibe out there, the negative's going to jump on, because the negative likes the negative. I'm going to join this negative, is going to join that negative. All aboard, let's get on the shit train, and let's all be miserable Fs. So you put out the positive. Be happy. Be kind. Even when you don't feel like being kind. Why not? Be positive. The people will jump on. It'll do good. And it'll grow exponentially out. And you created a universe. It's like, it's almost, I'm not going to be skit science, but it's like quantum physics. Quantum, you know, we're vibrations, we're electric pulses. Our heart is beating. Our heartbeat is a pulse that's going out into the universe. This vibration right here, in little old small town where I am right now, this heartbeat is beating a vibration that's going out to the universe. Yeah, your little heart right now is beating, and that vibration. But what's on that vibration? What's piggybacking it? Positivity or negativity? It's your choice. You know, it's Sunday. What is it? April 11th already? I thought April just started. It's April 11th already. But what makes somebody have a good day? I don't even know if I got anybody watching this, but what would make me have a good day? Joe, how's your day? Well, so there's certain things got to happen for today for me to say I'm having a wonderful day, or some bad things happen and that I view and perceive as bad, and well, you know what? Hey, Billy and Sally, I'm having a bad day, and bad shit does happen to people. Okay, I get it, but you have a right to have a happy day. We can take these punches that may come at us, wherever they come from, wherever they're born from, but we can still say, I'm having a good day. You know why? Because I'm saying I'm having a good day. Because I know I've made my choice up. I set the thermometer in the morning, I'm going to have a good day. I set the thermometer to, there's a bad day and there's a good day on the thermometer. I'm turning the thermometer. This sounds crazy and I'm rambling on, but forgive me. Set the thermometer. Set your posture to, you're going to have a good day. I'm going to have a good day. And then if you think that, meditation for 1 second before you walk out the door or get in your car or ride or go wherever, and you say, plant that seed in your brain. You know what? I'm going to have a good day. I'm going to be cool. I'm going to check things out. I'm going to take things in. I'm not going to be here trigger responses. I'm going to have a good day. You subconsciously or unconsciously will act that way. Things that would have rubbed you the wrong way, you kind of, and it ain't, you know what, that's okay. That's okay. I'm not going to be so judgmental on that. That's okay. That's all right. So, why did you have a happy day, George? Tim? Why'd you have a happy day, Billy? Why do I always use Billy and Tommy and Sally? I don't know. But why did you have a good day or a bad day? I'm having a good day today because why not? Why not choose to have a good day? Oh, I looked out the window. I got 2 flat tires. Who the heck flat my... Hey, I'm having a good day. The rock flew off from the thing and smashed my back window. I got a junky car and it's getting junkier by the minute. And I got to pay cash because I don't got that kind of... I don't care. I'm having a good day. It's a car. I'm broke already. I don't give a crap. You can't break me anymore. I don't care. But guess what? I'm happy and it's free. I'm happy and it's free. You see, I'm going to tell you, my one person out there, and who's ever out there, God bless you. I love you. You're listening to me go on. I'm getting things off my chest. You know what? It is therapeutic to me. Okay. Whoever's out there listening, I love you. And I hope you're gonna have a blessed day. I hope something good happens for you today. And it's gonna be good. Something good's gonna happen. We're gonna put it out there. Let's send it out there. Whoever's with me listening, we're gonna send it out there. If this looks crazy or immature, I don't care. We're gonna do this. We're gonna have love and compassion. Let the haters hate. Hate. Let them hate. We're gonna have fun. My one person out there, whoever you are. But why, do we have to be so determined to have other people determine that based on this or that, based on whatever of why we're gonna have a good day or not? What defines a good day? That shit just falls out of the sky and falls into my lap. So that's a good day. The mailman's gonna knock on the door. You won the publisher clearinghouse. What's that? What's something for me to have a good day? How about you? What's gonna make you have a good day? It would make me have a good day if I picked up the phone and called a loved family member of mine and picked up the phone and said, I love you. It's been 3 months since we talked. It's been 7 months. I don't know about you. My family tries to stay close and connected, and that's good. But other families, we get, you know what? I'd have a good day if a family member or a friend, hey, how you been? Ba ba ba, been thinking about you. Boom, boom, boom. That's a good day. When there's love and compassion based in your actions, you're gonna have a good day. There's no other way around it. You know, if there's some shit that happens to you today and it puts you back and it sets you back a little bit, a little freaking jab in the side, here. You know what? Deal with it for a minute. Go on and still have your good day. Because you can look in the sky and you can see the dark clouds or you can see the sun. You want to focus on the dark clouds? Be a bitch. And focus on the dark. Hey, look, it's fucking cloudy up there. Or you say, look at that beautiful sun. You know? Guilty is charged. Don't you be guilty too. You know? You gotta go through this freaking shit just to learn how freaking asinine I've been through years of just not thinking correctly a lot of times. Worrying about stupid shit that you didn't have to worry about. Wasted mind, time, energy on shit. For what? What's it get you at the end of the day? A ulcer in your gut? For what? Because I'm worried about this and that and this and that. Blah, blah, blah. I gotta get, you know, whatever. But I don't even know. This is my first stream rant. And I gotta learn how to do this better. You know? I gotta learn how to do this, but I really appreciate anybody that was watching. I don't really have any information on it. The comment section says end live video. I mean, I don't even know. Like, I know, yeah, click that to end the live video, but that's where the comment section is. But I'm a highly intelligent individual, and I'll figure it out. Yeah, okay. So, I don't know who's out there. I don't know who's out there. I covered a lot of subjects and topics and rambled on for 1 hour and 17 minutes. I hope that there was a message of anything that's positive, you know, anything that's positive. I got a second chance in life. This is all gravy time. This is just gravy for me. Every day's gravy. You know, for anybody out there that knows me, I was dead like a rat in a cornfield. Zip them in the body bag. I was dead. You know, longer than to come back, you know. I was dead. There might be one person in the world that was dead longer than me and come back and have their faculties. For the faculties that I have left. Yeah. Somebody at the bottom of the Loch Ness Monster Lake out there that was underwater for 2 hours. I was gone for 1 hour and 15 minutes, however long it was. Came back and beat the odds. Beat the doctors and their jibber jabber bullshit. And he's gonna be this, he's gonna be that, and he's gonna do this, and he's gonna do that. His organs are shot. He's a corpse. Those are the doctors here. That's the human doctors. But wait a minute. What about the doctor up above, the great physician that touched my body and said, I'm going to rejuvenate this guy. He's a sinner, but I'm going to have grace on him. It's Sunday. This little part of I'll throw a little sermon in there for you. But I do owe that. You know, we sin, but the grace of God, he touched me and said, I'm gonna bring this, and the angels came, and I'm gonna bring him back to life. And then I knew I felt as angels. I know who my angels are. I've seen my angels before. If you believe it, you believe it. If you don't, you don't. Whatever. I seen my angels. They brought me back. I was a no good sinner. But I seen the demons too. It's real. In my world, in my perceptions of reality, angels and demons are real. And just because I've seen them, I've physically seen them at different times. Read the book too. Yeah. They're out there. And they're visible, but guess what? Here's the kit. They're invisible too. The demons are around us all the time. The angels are around us too. But you better have some spiritual armor on you, because when them demons start throwing, when those demons start throwing, and you can't bob and weave, and you get bam, and you're down, and you're counted out, you better hope there's a God that loves you and there's an angel that loves you that can bring you up off that canvas. Oh boy. Because when it's the moment of truth and all these got people running around with all these beliefs, and yeah, you're entitled to your beliefs. You're entitled to your beliefs. But it's Sunday, so I'm going to say it because it's Sunday. And I believe in my God. You got your God you want to believe in. I got my God. I'm not going to press my God onto you if you got a different God or perception of God. But this is what happens. These atheists and all this and that, they go running around talking shit about religious fanatics or just religious people that just go to church Sunday, this and that. But lo and behold, when mommy or daddy gets sick and go to the hospital, and cousins Judy or whatever, and so now they're in a crisis. Now they're in a crisis. They got their asses in their hands. They're in a crisis. What do? Oh, please, God, help us. Oh, please, God. You don't know your father. You don't know your father. You're asking something that you don't even know about. You don't believe in. You talk shit about. Oh, you don't know your father. So guess what? Your father don't know you. You're sending prayers and you're praying like a beggar. Please, please, please. Who are you? I don't recognize you. Now, I don't want to be God's spokesman, okay, folks? Don't, if you're thinking about this, I'm not God's spokesman. This is my my thinking on it. He says, who are you? Maybe he'll help. But if you don't know your father, your father might not know the child. Well, a father should always know who their children are. Well, he does at times, and that's what grace is about, and mercy. I didn't know who my father was. God, I ignored him. I'm running around like a maniac for years. Like a madman. And I didn't deserve to get brought back to life because I was doing a lot of the wrong things. I wasn't sticking nobody up and hurting nobody like that. But I was doing wrong things. I'm not going to blame it on drug addiction. I had a choice. Oh, I was a drug addict. That's a free pass. No, it's not a free pass. It's convenient for the ex-drug addicts or the drug addicts and all this. That's a convenient this and that. I'm not going to say and cop out because I was a drug addict. And that's why I did these things. No. Get your ass clean and do good things. You can't be a little wimp and say, oh, well, well, Joe, that's all right. You were a drug. No. I did it because I was a bad person, not because I was on drugs. Now that goes against all the thinking of whatever. Well, Joe, you had some. No. I chose to be a bad person. Whatever happened with drug, this and that. So all that bullshit. That's the way I see it. But it's Sunday, and how you view religion and all this and that. How will you do it? Love is the answer. Compassion is the answer. Whatever you believe in, okay. What's the bottom line? Well, you believe in this, you believe in that, you believe. What do you got at the end of the day? What do you got? If you're so defensive and if you're so defensive about your religion, if it's Muslim, Islamic, Catholic, or whatever, my religion tells me to be accepting. Be accepting. And hopefully their religions would say, be accepting, we're different. We believe in good things, but the bottom line is, shouldn't these religions should be teaching us to have unconditional love? If you can't get that out of religion, what's religion about? I don't understand. So I'm trying to throw that in for the one viewer I have. I don't even know who you are. But God bless you who you are. God bless you and your family. And good things are going to happen. Good things are going to happen. You know why? Because you think they're going to happen. Send that signal out there. So I'm just rambling on. Like Led Zeppelin, I'm going to ramble on. My first live stream. I might just be talking to myself. I've done that before. But I don't know if somebody's out. Somebody would have to know me. Somebody would have to know me to watch this, because I don't know how people know that I'm having a live stream. I don't know how, how that you navigate through Facebook and how that comes about. I really don't know the ropes. I'm green. I'm a rookie. I'm a rookie. Coach just put me in the game. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play. I'm not sitting the bench no more. I'm getting out there. I'm going to throw punches. I'm going to try to do good. I need a second chance. I fumbled the ball last time. Just put me back in. I threw an interception. Put me in there, because I'm going to catch an 80-yarder. Put me in there. All right, Joe, we'll put you back in. Give you another shot. Tommy, I'm going long. Just throw it and I'll get under it. Boom, bam, boom, bam, touchdown. Psh, I got another shot. Touchdown. Thank you. Thank you. If I sound crazy, folks, to you, my one person, if I sound crazy, folk, to you, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe there's nothing wrong with that. All right? All right. I'm not scared. I'm not scared. See, if you were listening in earlier, there's a beautiful train blowing its horn back there in the background. It's like poetry to me. That's all. And you hear the cars on the road. Psh, poetry. It's raining. It ain't that bad. Oh, it's raining. It's supposed to rain for the next 3 days. Big deal. Have fun. Enjoy. How about this? Go run outside in it. Loosen up a little. Loosen up. Go run out in it. Put some sneakers on, some shorts. Go splash in a puddle like a 5-year-old. Get over it. Get over it. Get dirty. Come on, folks. Get a little dirty. Be scared. Get out there. Live. Yeah, I took philosophy classes, this and that. And they used to send me to these forums because the professor was trying to tout me. I used to go to these forums, and all these people were like Sigmund Freud's at UB and Buff State, and they would sit at this table, and they all looked the same. They looked like Sigmund Freud. And I was there as a student in my 40s, and I told my professor, this ain't my thing, I don't need to sit and watch these people, And I said, all right, I already got 100 average anyways. I don't mean to brag and I don't mean to boast, but I like hot butter on my toast. No, let's get back. But I already had 100 average. So I go in there and I'm listening to these professors. They're supposed to be the highest thinking psychological minds on the planet. And they all look the same. They're like clones. And they all attain this level in life of whatever's the highest, masters or whatever. And I'm sitting there, and it was actually comical to me. And getting back to life, I'm sitting there, and my professor was a beautiful Indian lady, very nice as a person. I don't care how smart she was, but she was a good person. And they focus on her and says, well, who's this guy over here? She says, he's my student. He's here to listen in. And I'm already feeling this, I don't know. I'm already feeling like, And he says, oh, well, maybe you should interact or enjoy. I says, well, what do you want me to say? You guys got all the answers. You guys got all the answers. How come there's no questions? The question is the enlightenment. When you have the answer about this stupid psychological theory, it ends. It ends. It's over. You have the answer. A question is perpetual. How can we get better? How can we love better? It doesn't end. It doesn't stop. The question is perpetual. Well, so he's sitting there. I throw a jab. With your degrees and all that bullshit. Yeah. He says, well, tell me this. And now I got the blood flowing. I got their attention. This 45-year-old student got their attention. He says, hey, well, then tell me, smart guy, what's the meaning of life? The big philosophical question. What's the meaning of life? It ain't that hard. It's not that hard. I said, that's what you guys sit around here all day long thinking about, this and that. And your meaning of life is the only meaning we should believe. But the other guy's meaning is wrong. But my meaning of life is the only meaning of life that's right. The meaning of life is to live. And how you want to represent that life, that's it. It's not some complicated Sigmund Freud bullshit. So how about this, guy? Live. That's the meaning of a life. That's your big philosophical answer. That's your big answer. What's the meaning of life, student Joe? It's to live. It's to live. As basic as it can be. And what you want to do when you're living is another story. That's it. They sit there and they throw their theories around of all the theorists that have their different theories of how we develop into from the stages of life, from infant, childhood, teenage, adult. There's a basic platform to that, but psychological theory is a farce. It's a farce. Very psychology is not as complicated as they want you to believe. There's a couple mental psychological exercises that you can do and all that'll fall down. But sometimes human nature, it's like people want to stay stuck on stupid and stuck on shit for some kind of sympathetic means of like, oh, look at him, poor him. Yeah, poor me, yeah, I'm a little effed up here. Oh, poor me. I'm not saying somebody shouldn't be addressed and cared, but they take it to another level. Get over it, Herb. Get over it. It's over, okay? Get yourself up. Brush the dirt off. Get over it. Start throwing some punches back. It's not going to be a crybaby pity party forever. Get your ass up. Get your ass up. The hell up. Enough of your shit. Be a B. Don't be a B. What are you going to do? But I find it a little, odd that you know, now, I'm not gonna, like I'm gonna change the subject. I'm gonna finally light this cigarette. I'm sorry, folks. I know I'm trying to quit, but I need a couple puffs. I need a couple puffs. You know, and I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I've been doing better. I've been doing better. It's hard, whether you have food addiction, drug addiction, being an asshole addiction, or whatever. It's hard to break it. It's hard to break it, but we could try to do better. So, Nikki, if you see this, I'm cutting down, honey. I'm cutting down. I need a couple of drags, or I'll start sweating. I'm jonesing, like when I was on. I'm jonesing. Man, Joneses ain't nothing to laugh about. When you're jonesing for drugs, ooh, ooh, the devil comes up from hell and he just rides your ass. But I forgot what I was gonna say now. Oh well, must have been a lie. Nah, I'm just kidding. So yeah, let me think of where I was at. Let me think here. Oh, the psychological, you know, and with addiction and all that. Different types of addictions, drug addiction, and everything else. But this is what I was gonna get at. Now, when you're in recovery, now, folks, I don't wanna. My one folk, maybe folk. I should address my audience as folk. Okay, folks. If I got one person, my thing. Okay, I went down, overdose, boom, 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 boom. I end up in the recovery system, you know, and and these systems, I really elaborate on it in my book. I'm not here to sell books. I give my books away. I give them away. But they elaborate, and 60 meetings in 60 days, 90 meetings in 90 days. That's good for some people, but it's not good for everybody. It's not good for everybody. You can't make just one uniform policy and implement it over a whole population and hope that everybody's going to gravitate and grasp on it and retain that forever. No. If you want to know the truth, God bless them. They're trying. The recovery system is trying. But the success rates are 3 to 5% that run through these buildings. So those are subjects and topics for another time. But I used to sit in these meetings, and everybody's telling their story. When I use samples for other people's names, I always use Billy, Tommy, Sally, whatever. So we're going to stick to the script. So I got Billy over here. I drink a 12-pack every day. All right. Thank you for sharing. Boom, boom, boom. Now the next guy comes up. He drank 2.5 6-packs every day. Oh, thank you for sharing. The next guy drank 3 6-packs a day. It's like, what's going on here? You need a medal. You want a badge of honor because you're trumping, who's the worst drug addict? And they're trying to be the worst drug addict. For what? Look at me. Nobody rock and rolled like me. Here, I got a medal. I'm the hardest rock and drug addict out there. What's going on with this recovery aspect? In that thing, there should be a counselor or a moderator that's smart enough to say, hold the bullshit. And yeah, I disrupted. I got on stage in front of 75 people, and I disrupted it. And I said, I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to talk real shit. Or when the devil's got you in his ass, there ain't no turning back. You better wake up now before it's too late. And I stirred up some audiences, believe me. But I'll tell you one thing. After 3 weeks, the people that were MFing me and talking, hollering up to me on the stage. Shut up! I'm gonna kick your ass when we get outside. Ba 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 ba. Yeah yeah yeah. Boo hoo. Well then kick it if that makes you happy. They were the people that come up and said, you know what? I needed a kick right in the cayunes. Wake up. This ain't pity patty, excuse me, pardon me bullshit. People are dying every day. It ain't a pat on the back and all this and that. This is real hardcore shit. I got a second chance. I was dead. And now I got eyes to see how ridiculous that is. God loving, I love them. I call them, I visit them. Thank you for your effort in trying to help me in my recovery. Don't get me wrong. I love you people. You're trying. But it's a system that's built on failure. Period. And I'm not trying to undermine them. They're well-intended people. They gave it to me for free. I didn't pay for it. I'm just a welfare case, a drug addict out of the hospital that was in, going through the system. God bless them. God love them. But there needs to be a a total upheaval of the recovery system. They're well-intended people. God bless them. I love them. And they're trying. But the naysayers and the opposition and the taxpayers. You're a taxpayer, so much of your money's going to fund these places. A success rate of 3 to 5% on a good day. If it was a business, it would have went bankrupt. Does that mean eliminate it from society? No. Does it mean have a little awareness and open-mindedness to try to implement some other theories and ideals that you can integrate and marry some of the traditional ones? And believe me, some of the traditional methods of recovery are bullshit. Yeah, I said it. And I don't ever want a counselor or somebody in my past to ever say, oh, you ingrate Joe. No, I love you. I love you. I love you. But I don't beat around the bush about what I'm trying to communicate. Because when they pull the plug on you, it's over. Now, I went to local rehab, and that was in 2014. And I was in a house, beautiful house, mansion, and I had friends. You meet friends and stuff. And it seems like every year you run into people, and I try to catch up. Hey, how about Jack and Ray and Nancy? And you just hear, oh, well, they're dead. They overdosed. It's like the house had 23 people. 7 of them are dead. Whoa. You try to catch up on things and what is what, and it's like 33% of that house, I was in there with just a little spectrum of time, and a third of them people overdosed. And they were there for a minute with a shot to get their head together, get their mind together, and try to stay clean. Love yourself, stay clean. But God rest their souls, they couldn't do it. And believe me, and because you're a drug addict doesn't mean that you're stupid. Okay? It's another fallacy or a misconception. Oh, he's a doper, he must be stupid. I can't throw the word retarded out because it steps on people's toes or whatever. That's not maybe the right word, because people think, I don't want to get into the words, but it's stupidity to do drugs, but drugs don't discriminate from nobody. I don't care if you're white, you're black, you're Indian, you're whatever. Drugs will come up and say, here, you want some? Here. You want to go on a ride? Let's go. Get in the car. Come on. You want to go? Get in the car. Let's go on the roller. You want to get on the roller coaster? Come on. I'm going to show you a roller coaster you've never been on before. Okay? So, I'm very loving and critical of the recovery system. Well, what's the answer, Joe? What's the answer? What would you do, Joe? Smart ass Joe? You want to talk shit? If you figure out the reason why people do drugs, you know, maybe some people do drugs because they just like the feeling of it. You know, some people do drugs because they just like the feeling of it. It's no psychological thing about what somebody did this or this. When I was younger, this happened, that happened, this. Blah, blah, blah. There's cultures in the world where people get down. Different cultures around the world, people do drugs because it enhances their thinking or whatever. For whatever reasons, certain cultures do drugs and it's accepted within their societies. Okay, we're in the Western, whatever, United States of America. So we're looking at drugs from this perspective. You know, you're stupid if you do drugs. Okay. A lot of intelligent people with high IQs do drugs. There's a lot of multimillionaires and billionaires. I see them on TV. A doper could spot a doper. I haven't did when I overdosed, that was the last time I ever did anything. I don't take Excedrin. I don't take anything. I just had 3 teeth pulled, 3 molars pulled, and they're still raw and bleeding. And I don't want a Tylenol. I can't put a pill in my mouth because it's like, that's good. That's like, that's drugging. It's an innocent Tylenol, but that's gonna create a monster. I can't even put a Excedrin in my mouth. They want to prescribe me. The other time at this other place when I had work done, I says, I was a drug addict. I overdosed on drugs. Well, we have the right to write you whatever we want. You're gonna be pain. You're gonna be in pain. You ain't gonna sleep for a week in pain. Well, guess what, Doc? I ain't gonna sleep for a week in pain. I'm not gonna get that devil on my ass again. So, I mean, the recovery system is. So back to answering the question: what do you do about it? It ain't good enough, Joe? No, it's not good enough. Do they try? Yes, they try. But you look at this issue of addiction as the answer is out there. We're just looking for it. But we're looking with this immediate thinking of the answer. Can I buy the answer? Who's going to sell me the answer to drug addiction and how to stay clean and how to recover? Where do I go for this answer? You don't go for the answer out there. It's not really it really shouldn't be that hard. We're supposed to believe that it's supposed to be hard, and that's why we can relapse and stay effed up and keep buying into it. The answer's in here. You don't have to buy it. Or 60 meetings. God bless them people. If it helps them people, 60 meetings in 60 days and they rock and roll and they stay sober, God bless you. But it's not for everybody. It makes people relapse. Why go rehash all the shit that you went through and keep revisiting the scene of the crime? I don't want to hear about that shit. I want to go do some bags after I leave a meeting like that. Leave it alone, bury it, it's over. I'm just living my life. It ain't an issue. I don't gotta address it. It ain't on me. Why revisit it? Oh, do you go to meetings, Joe? No, I'm done with that. You got divorced from a girl. You divorced her. You're done with it. Do I gotta call her every week, 30 times in 30 days to call her for whatever? No, I divorced it. I'm done with it. Well, you might. No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not gonna. No, no. You know, that's the recovery system. The answer, I don't have the answer. My answer is you're the only one that can save yourself. So you can't cop out and say, "Well, I went to rehab and I relapsed." So now, so that means the rehab failed. I've been in no, you failed. You little wimp. You failed. All you, I'm going to say it. And if this gets posted on Facebook or wherever it gets posted, I don't know if I got any viewers now, but if I got viewers, if this is posted and it grows in views, you little wimps, you little drug addict wimps that blame everything else for your relapsing except yourself. Yeah, well, my wife divorced me and she took the house and the kids, and now I got a reason. Here, bam, 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 bam. Or do whatever the hell. Now I got a reason. You're a little wimp. Grow the F up. Handle your shit. Handle it. How convenient. How convenient. Convenient reasons to be a drug addict. That's my next book. Convenient reasons to be a drug addict. Come on, folks. Let's snap out of it. Have a new age. It's 2021. All this jibber jabber bullshit that's been going on and all the same revolving door, over and over, and how our society addresses drug addiction and these centers. You better get your mind, your body, your soul, and your spirit together like this and meditate and think. And if you believe in there's some stronger universal power, whether you call it a god, a tree, a rock, or if you call that, it's free to ask to that, whatever your higher power. If you think you're the highest power on this planet, you ain't, Herb. So tap into that. Good shit might happen to you. It's free. You don't have to go to the Betty Ford clinic to spend $10,000 a week, or these country club rehab places in California that the millionaires go to, and it's a country club. Don't be hypnotized by that bullshit. The answer is in here, and all you got to do is reach in and grab it and free yourself from it, and then you're the richest person in the world. Then you have wisdom on top of your sobriety. Every day's a good day. Why be aggy? Why be aggravated? You're alive. Go to the cemetery, visit graves. You're going to have a bad day? You're going to have a bad day when there's family and friends that went before their time? But you're going to have a bad day, boo-hoo, boo-hoo, and kick the dog and holler at your wife or your husband. You know? So, I know I go off track, folk. If there's one folk out there listening, or folks, if there's two, I get off track. But I'm chirping. I'm chirping. I got a second chance. I got a second chance. I don't know if I deserved a second chance, but I got a second chance. So you can view me as whatever you want to do. I'm gonna chirp out what I believe in, and I hope I, put some positive things out there. I'm on my bed. This is my stage. I got a pillow. I got a wall. I got shorts on. I put a shirt on to make you think that I was fully dressed. Look. Are the buttons even on right? Who cares? Who cares? It don't matter. Don't matter. Be confident and love yourself. And then you love others. It's a lot easier. It's a lot easier. This ain't rocket science. It ain't rocket science. But when do we stop and think about things instead of boom, 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 bah, 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 bah. So, hold on. Hold the train. Stop. It's so much easier to hate than love. Wait a minute. Is it easier to hate and talk shit about somebody even if they deserve to have shit talked about them. What's it get you? What's the prize for that? Do you get a check in the mail at the end of the week? You talk shit about 7MFs. Here's your check. You get $10 a person. What's it get you? It gets your blood pressure higher. It gets you a freaking ulcer in your gut. And then you're drawing all negative shit into your world. What's it get you? But you're smarter than the next guy. So you can judge other people. Because you drive a better car. You wear better clothes. You got a free pass to talk shit. When you talk shit, it makes you shit. You actually become the shit. Not the shit like, ooh, look, the movie star, he's the shit. No, you become the shit. Negative connotation. You become the ugly. Throwing stones. Casting dispersions. All day long. When do you stop? And have a happy day. And try to spread positivity. I'm rambling on left and right. And I don't know where I'm going, but I do want to be positive. I do want to be positive. Hate me, judge me, whatever. I want to be positive. That's all. I'm going on 2 hours, and I'm chirping so easily, it seems like it's been 5 minutes. This is my first, what is this called, a live stream? This is my first live stream. And folks, my family, if you ever see this, I love y'all. We love each other. And let's stay close. And your friends, let's enjoy life while we're here. Tick, tick, tock goes the clock. We ain't going to be here forever. Let's stay together. Life happens. Oh, geez, life happens, Oh, yeah, well, let me ignore everybody. I got an excuse. Yeah, listen, man, life happens, yeah. Life happens, and we get sidetracked. There ain't enough life that could happen to not want me to talk to my friends and family. That's life. That's happening. Friends and family is life that is happening. Oh, I had to go grocery shopping. I couldn't call you, bro. I got busy and tied up, I couldn't figure out whether I wanted paper or plastic. I couldn't call you. We're only here for a visit. Let's make it a good visit. Let's try to be a little more aware of them demons trying to get us off track. Let's stay positive. So I believe I'm going to close at exactly 2 hours. So when I say I did a 2-hour live stream, my first one, I'll be honest about it. I actually did a 2-hour live stream. I don't even know if I don't know who I'm talking to. And if they post this on my timeline afterwards, well, I love you. And I'm glad you would tune in, view in, or whatever. But I hope there's something I said in my dissertation that maybe you can, if it was something positive or, and maybe it could make you have an easier day. We shouldn't make it that hard. How's your day? Well, I'm having a bad day. You know what? Maybe it ain't that bad. You want it to be bad so somebody could play a violin for you. Oh, poor guy. Some people legitimately need that, but you know what? Half of it's bullshit. You know what? I'm having a good day. You know what? It's not based on my possessions or my economic level. No, I'm having a great day. I'm having a greater day because I got to talk to whoever's listening, and God bless you for listening. And I'm having a great day for that. And it's free. It's free. And I wanted to give that because there is a feeling, I don't know, scientifically, biologically, that when you give, there's like a good feeling on you. It's just like something that just stays on you. Did something good. Like, boy, that stays on me. Might have some pep in your step. You know, you might smile. You know, it stays with you. Did something good. You know, I'm not preaching a sermon or anything, but it is Sunday. Thank you, Jesus. But boom, it just hit 2 hours. All right, folks who was ever out there that was listening, I appreciate you that you took the time out, and I went on a 2 hour uh, first live stream right on my bed with my pillow and my blank wall. But it don't matter if I'm in a cave. I hope I could have said something positive and have a good day. You know why? Because you deserve it. We're trying to make ourselves through. We're trying to get through the world. You know, change your focus. It's raining, but you know what? I think there's a sun over there. Deal. You have a beautiful day. So, anybody that watched this, that I know, I love you. A viewer that just comes upon this, if it's on the timeline later, I love you. It's so hard to say I love you. Is it so hard to say I love you, folks? We'll talk about that next time. So God bless you all, and for those that listen, and I really appreciate that. I really appreciate it, and I'm gonna end it now. So I don't know how often I'm gonna do these, but if I get feedback or anything within the next week or so or whatever, if there's subject matters, we can dabble about them. I'd like to be more interactive. Um, Somehow, if this vehicle allows that, and when you stream like this, are you allowed? I don't know the technology on that, but we'll learn as we go, folks. I love you. God bless you all. And you're all going to have a good day. Bye.